Here's a strut assembly on the passenger side, and if you look at it, it's pretty simple to take this out of the car. We have 2 bolts and nuts on the lower mount. We'll take both those loose. We need to take the clip loose that secures the brake hose to the strut assembly. Then on top we have the upper strut mount, and it's held in place with 3 nuts. Before we actually take the nuts loose on that, we want to make an alignment mark on one of the studs according to the body so we can put it back in the same way. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, that's where a breaker bar really comes in handy. Sometimes those bolts can really be tight. One more tip I want to give you before we actually take this apart. On some vehicles, this is actually one of the alignment adjustment areas, is these 2 bolts right here. Sometimes you'll see a cam on one of the bolts, and that's actually where you set the alignment. On other vehicles, it'll have like one hole that'll be slotted, and you still do the alignment adjustment there, but there'll be no external cam. Until we actually take the bolts out of there, we don't really know what we have here. So a good tip before we actually take it all the way loose is take a can of spray paint and just spray the outline of the strut so that when we put the new strut in place, we'll know exactly where it goes. We'll still need to do a wheel alignment after we're all done, but that'll get us pretty much in the ballpark. That takes care of the bottom of the strut. Now we need to go underneath the hood and take the 3 nuts loose on the upper strut mount. Well, here's our upper strut mount right here. We have the 3 nuts that attach the strut to the body of the car. Something else you may want to do at this point too before you take this off is go ahead and mark the location of one of the studs. I'm just going to use a marker and mark the stud itself and then mark the body of the car so I know where that stud went. That'll make it a lot easier on the install because some of the upper mounts may be directional where they need to go in a certain way. Okay, let's go ahead and take the nuts off and drop the strut out. Now, this last nut, before you take it all the way off, you want to get your hand underneath there and just secure the strut so it doesn't just fall out. Well, that's our old strut. It's time to take it over to the vise and we can disassemble it. As with any job, to do it right, you'll need the right tools. The nice thing is that jobs today don't require a large, expensive assortment. Basic hand tools are generally all you'll need. In case where a specialty tool is required, be sure to check with AutoZone's Loan a Tool program. They have many specialty tools that can help you complete your job a lot quicker and easier. The first things you'll need are a socket set, torque wrench, drop light, and a repair manual for your specific vehicle. You may also need screwdrivers or pliers to remove some components.
When lifting a vehicle, never work under it until it has been secured with wheel blocks and securely positioned on jack stands. A hydraulic jack alone is never enough. Be cautious when working with oils and chemicals. Many are damaging to the groundwater environment and toxic to people and animals. Never drain or pour chemicals into the ground or sewer systems. Local municipalities and counties offer resources for proper disposal. And always, remember to wear your safety glasses.
Get the entire DVD for this repair and all other procedures covered in the Complete Car Care series at your local AutoZone store.